Hey guys, what's good? Haha, this is so funny. So I did my 8 hours sleep. I did my last live at 4 p.m. Stayed on about a little over an hour. So I come on to my comment section to see if I have to let some, you know, comments go. And what do I see? I see somebody who sounds like a clown talking about you're part of the problem. Well, be part of the solution and stop watching this Chrisean Rock mess. And Chrisean Rock is not even part of the problem, actually. To be honest with you, the problem are these men that are drinking the water or eating the food, who are sitting up here hating on Chrisean Rock for no reason. And the biggest orchestrator of the whole character assassinating of Chrisean Rock, calling Chrisean Jesus, Porter, Charles Barkley is Blueface. But we're gonna play devil's advocate up here to this morning. I was gonna say tonight because it's still dark out. It's actually almost 4 o'clock my time, AM. And I'm up because I'm an early bird. I usually get up at 5, so I'm up maybe about an hour and a half early. It's okay though. I go to bed early. Sometimes I can sleep. If I'm tired, my body says let's shut it down. I can sleep until um, you know, 5 in the morning, but I'll go to sleep at like 7 or 8, or maybe before that. It depends on what my body's telling me. But I want to share Bluerock Tea TV's live stream, but I want to talk first. He is he's in alignment to what is on my mind right now. And just why Ronnie's doing what he's doing. You know why? Because just like that comment that was left in my comment section saying, I'm part of the problem, but they need to be part of the solution. Because you sound retarded to even get up in somebody's comment section. You're part of the problem. But why are you watching the content? No, the problem is that you're a hater and that you got to get up every day. Hey, Miss Teddy, you the first one into the chat. Good morning, sweetie. You got to get up every single day and commute to work. I have a job that's not traditional. I just log on to my computer and a lot of haters, well, they know it's a real job. I got to pay taxes just like you got to pay taxes. But you hate and say it's not a real job because you really have to get up and go to work and be around people you really don't like. Or you have to listen to people you really don't want to, but you have to. And you're mad. But don't be mad at me, be mad at yourself. Okay? Don't get in my comment section talking about the BS because nobody sent you to any of these channels that cover Chrisean Rock. Now, you'd break your neck here if Chrisean Rock had a flare up. And today is my birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Miss Teddy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, sis. And many, many more. What is your day looking like? What are you doing for your birthday? Half of you guys would break your neck into this chat if I told you Chrisean Rock had a meltdown and got into a squabble in the street with Ronnie and maybe some chick Ronnie's messing with or yada yada yada, and you would sit there and you guys would chime in. Even the Bush watchers would be leaving comments in the comment section. It would be all over the place. So the same people that say you're part of the problem and not the solution, you would be the first ones lined up to see bloodshed. And it's sad. And the same ones that chime in to me being part of the problem because I'm talking about it. Why are you mad that I'm talking about Chrisean Rock? Because I'm not talking about you? Thank you. Took me out to town for the weekend. That's good. That's good. Many, many more blessings for you, Miss Teddy Bradley. Happy birthday, sis. You know, you guys are really funny. And just like what Bluerock Tea TV was saying, I have to make sure I put inside of the matter of fact, I'll put the link inside of the chat. Also, I have to make sure by default his channel is in the description of all of my videos. I don't care if I'm doing videos on Eddie Murphy. By default, I have channel holders that I have in the description box of all my videos. You know, I update that all the time. So, you know, guys, go check out Bluerock Tea TV. But he's on the same page as me. I just got finished watching. I actually, like I told you, I've been up for about an hour and a half. And when I got up, the first thing I looked at was Bluerock Tea TV. So I didn't look at the whole live well towards the end, but at the beginning, he was on the same page as I was on. Basically pretty much speaking the way my mindset is thinking. You know, it's like even with Ronnie, you're calling people rock tards. Where are you getting this from? All of the motive that is driven to the hate train for Ronnie and him trying to act like he wants to know if a child that's not his child is his child is because of the hate pages, the vloggers on YouTube, those hate vloggers, and bloggers on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, to just name a few. Okay. And when we have the hate pages spewing and planting the seeds about Chrisean Rock, instead of you pointing your finger at the hate pages that plant the seeds of the hate, you want to point the fingers at the people who are the true supporters. But I'm not going to be a supporter of Chrisean Rock and be up here, honey, sweetie, and telling her what she wants to hear. I'm going to tell her what she needs to hear. Period, point blank. Let me see what this is. They are mad because you're not drag. Right. Before I could even finish the sentence, they are mad because you're not dragging her through the mud like they love to see. Exactly. I was just saying before you came in here, sweet thing. But if I would have put up that she got triggered and was fighting Ronnie and maybe some boo thing that he got, you know, out here in these streets, and it was a bloody scene, oh, you guys would be the first ones chiming in. Even the bushwatchers would even be in the comment section participating. But because I'm not dragging Chrisean Rock, you don't want to hear about it. And even if I was to drag Chrisean Rock channel, you still would have something to say about me. So do you really think I care about what you think about what I commentate on? Nope. I don't care about what people think about me in real life. People that know me will say she's not lying. That girl, a lot of people might say, oh, she's ignorant. No, I'm not ignorant. I'm for real. It's called keeping it real with oneself. Because we came in this world alone, we're going to die alone. So I don't sit there and fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Not even with my husband. I even have to put him in his place sometime. And sometimes a few times a day. I have to remind him who I am in this world. So I have no problem with telling you about yourself up here. Everyone in the universe has went through life changes situations. She is trying to get her life together. Exactly. And they want you to sit there and watch, and even when the girl ain't doing something, drag her name. That's how you become popular around here. Well, guess what? I don't want to be popular. I want to be me. I'm not down with that, with the get down. I'm not down with the mass majority. I'm also not down with the yes men either. The ones that want to chime in and be on Chrisean Rock's side just to get their channels to go somewhere, okay? Just to get their name out there. No, because those channels have to stay neutral at all times, and never, even when Chrisean Rock is in the wrong, they can't say anything because they're afraid that she might unfollow them or not talk to them or not give them the spotlight anymore. I don't have to worry about that because I'm an adult. I speak what is on my heart. I don't sugarcoat it. I'm sorry. When Chrisean's doing right, I give her credit for it. When she's doing wrong, I don't. I tell her about herself. Whether she listens in the bushes somebody else repeats it to her, shows her the link, she's gonna know. She's gonna know over here what the real is. And that's just the bottom line. I don't care if I'm a supporter of hers. Everything she does, I might not be in alignment with it. She might not be in alignment or in agreement in what I'm saying about her. But we can agree just to agree. I'm not ever disrespecting the girl. But I will when I feel like she's not moving right. I will speak on it. And that's why when things are happening and times when she should have left Blueface alone, I may have been out of line at times, or may not have. But it is her choice to be with Blueface, even if he gets out of jail in a year. I still won't drag her. I'll still have my opinion. I'll still have my sisterly love conversation, motherly love conversation, and all of that. Okay. But I'm not going to drag nobody, because you know what? That's like saying that I'm perfect, and I'm not. It says, and it's still not enough. That baby been here a whole year, DNA test done and everything. Everyone's seen it, and he still wants a test. Right. Exactly. But you know what though? At the end of the day, hey, Houston hitters, how you doing? Good morning. But at the end of the day though, the person you have to blame for all of this is Blueface. And Blueface is behind bars, and I'm going to talk about that. And if Blueface gets out and he's a changed man, I'll talk about the good in him too. But when he ain't doing right, I'm going to speak about that too. Okay? Because I really also think, and this is thinking outside the box, because I'm not with the mass majority. I think with common sense. Who's to say that people are not being paid to mask the alleged allegations of Bodine holding hands with Jaden? A picture, a sighting of somebody holding Jaden's hand, it appears to be to me. You don't even see that picture floating around like it would if it was ChriseanRock holding somebody's hand. Okay? Or smoking a cigarette, or smoking a blunt, or it appears to be a margarita with salt around the glass. Okay, right now. If y'all would have saw a picture of that, y'all have it all posted all over everywhere, dragging that girl's name like she couldn't let her head down for a moment, even when walking in the fate of God. Y'all are not even God-like. But you want to talk about ChriseanRock. You want to take sides. And it's always the side of someone you don't know in real life that could have just woke up on the wrong side of the bed and said, I'm mad at ChriseanRock's success, and I'm about to just, for no reason, just because I can do it, I'm about to make lies up on that girl. And I'm going to do it because I can do it. I'm going to do it because I had relations with her from the past, and I'm a clout chase off her name. That's the real clout chasers. I can't honestly clout chase off of ChriseanRock's name. I don't really know her in real life. That's why I have to make a disclaimer all the time. I can only state my opinion. I can only do my due diligence on what the facts are from researching before I open my mouth and say something. And when something that I say is not accurate, I have to retract my statement. I have to retract that statement. Because if I don't, I'm character assassinating nobody. And ain't nobody doing a Tasha K on me. Okay, like Cardi B did on Tasha K. Okay, so over here we act responsible. Period, point blank. So it doesn't matter what I report on and how often I do it. If you wasn't in my business, you wouldn't be in my comment section talking about if you're part of the problem, and but you need to be part of the solution and not watch it. Nobody's making none of you guys watch this content. You know what I'm saying? You pick and choose kind of audience anyways. And I'm just speaking to the 1%. You pick and choose when you want to be supportive anyways. And you're definitely never supportive when it ain't about drama. When it ain't about somebody's going through some heartache. You know what I'm saying? A misfortune or something like that. Everybody was on the bandwagon when they showed the sightings of ChriseanRock's mother relapsing and getting evicted from her house. And those are probably the same people that are in my comment section talking about, you're part of the problem. But I wouldn't be part of the problem if there was another sighting of ChriseanRock's mother having a relapse And I showed you that. Hey, Belinda. Yeah, I wouldn't be a problem then. Cause I'm showing you life and I'm showing you somebody lifing life. So I wouldn't be the problem then because I'd be exposing people life in life and talking down on them instead of picking them up when they were down. If I'm looking down on somebody, I'm picking them up. And I feel the same way about me. If you're looking down on me, honey, you better be picking me up. Because if you don't, you need to get far away from me. See, there's an old saying and disclaimer, and this goes out to YouTube and anybody else who likes to run with narratives and paint seeds. It's a figure of speech. I give a person enough rope to hang their own self. I did this last night to somebody I was on the phone with. I let them run their chops and run their mouth. I was huffing and puffing, but at the same time, I wasn't blowing no house down. You know why? Because after they got finished telling on themselves without realizing it, I was gonna go in on them. And I know that they was gonna end up hanging the phone up, or I was gonna hang the phone up, either or. And then one thing you can't block me from doing, I'm a text, because then I can really articulate and get all in your ish and tell you about yourself. Okay? And break it all the way down and really shock your brain. Make you really think, wow, I was sitting there running that smackety smack, but she still was on point at where I was trying to get to with it. Nowhere. And I had to check you. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Like anyone that knows me in real life, keep your eyes on the prize in case something transpires. Don't come up in my face or even on my platform with that BS, because I read right through it, honey. I don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. I ain't never been one of them type of women that you can tell me something and I believe it. No, show me. Don't tell me anything. Show me. You can't tell me nothing and I will believe it. I ain't never been that kind of a woman, honey. I'm a real woman. Don't tell me anything. Show me. Can you be real enough to tell her that in addition to posting her transformation, she posts her child's physical therapy because we know she hurt him while he was in her womb. He needs help. Let me just say this to you. I don't have the right, I'm not God, to post me saying or doing a petition Chrisean Rock should post his physical therapy. I'm sorry to say that. In H-Town, I respectfully respect what you're saying. I have no right to say that to her. That's her child. And if there is something wrong with Chrisean Jesus, that's not my place to talk about that. And I'm gonna get off that topic because see, you'll have somebody in the comment section that only seen 30 seconds of this video, and because they don't like me, they'll make it seem like we're up here on a hate train for Chrisean Jesus. And that's never, anyone that knows me ain't never known me for being a channel holder that if I'm mad at Chrisean Rock or any social media influencer, I drag their kids. I don't drag no kids. I'm from the school of you don't talk about nobody's kids, you get hurt doing that. But I can't do that. I don't have the right to tell her because she's a social media influencer. She owes us to show physical therapy of her child. We don't even know if there's something wrong with her child. And if there is, who am I to say that that's what she needs to do? No, I didn't say you was trying to criticize me, but you're basically trying to say, just like you're basically giving me a compliment, even if you was trying to throw salt, which I don't think that you was, but even if you was trying to throw salt, to me it's a compliment. You know why? Because you're basically trying to say you're advertising and posting her transformation, which is positivity, but advertise and commentate on her showing us physical therapy for her son. And I'm not doing that. And I'm not. So I'm glad I'm gonna pin that back up. because I'm glad that you acknowledge that I'm not going to do that. That's not my place to do that with somebody's child. You know, that's when I think we cross the line. If I was to get up here and go, you know what, I'm gonna tell Chrisean what she needs to hear, not what she wants to hear. So what I'm gonna do is I have to be real about everything, and I'm gonna have to tell her she needs to be posting physical therapy for Junior. Who am I to say something like that? Who am I? I like you. You a real person. Thank you so much. Now listen, we're gonna listen to Bluerock Tea TV. Like I said, I'm sorry if these days Chrisean Rock is walking a different path and you're not seeing like a bloody mess or her makeup being smudged all the way down to her clothing. Those days are over. You're probably gonna have to wait for that kind of dramatics with another side chick alongside with Jaden when Blueface gets out. You know, at least now Chrisean Rock doesn't want to be part of the circus no more. And people don't realize there's still commentary to be done. People think, well, there's no more commentary to do on Chrisean Rock because why? It's no drama anymore. You're not seeing her lifing it, living life, lifing it, crying and talking about how he cheated on her and bust her lip and bloodied her nose. We're not hearing that. So that's what commentary is. So there's no commentary to ever do on Chrisean Rock. We should stop talking about Chrisean Rock because she's living in the faith of God, walking in the faith of God. She's doing church music. She's also got a show, God's Plan. So because she's doing positivity, there's no content to be done now on Chrisean Rock. You got to be stupid if you think that no content is gonna ever be done on Chrisean Rock because she's now positive. It should be more content done on Chrisean Rock because of the positivity, because of the turnaround. Even if it's for a season, we're gonna document this. Even if it's for a season or a reason, we're gonna document this. People just don't want to see people shine, and it's sad. It's really sad. So I'm gonna share this. Shout out to Bluerock Tea TV. We clearly know that something is up with Ronnie. He's a sick individual. Anybody who lays with me and then you see me blow up and then positively get out and change my life, and then you come out the woodwork. And he's not only coming out the woodwork because of because of his own demons and his own motives, but because of people like Chyna, his sister. I mean her sister. Why are you contacting this ninja? Why are you contacting this ninja, Chyna? Because you ain't no better than the people that don't know it in real life. The people that might be supporters or haters that never even met her in the flesh, that might support her or they might hate on her. And you're contacting the perpetrator, the demon, the devil, the one that's trying to now bring up stuff that's not even relevant. It's old news. Some people, what does it says? Some people, myself included, like positivity as a mother. All right, we're about to play. I want to let you guys know it's 4 a.m. in the morning, so a lot of people are not probably going to get this notification. And they usually will see this live after it's over, the replay game. Thank you. Shout out to the replay game. But I'm up. So we're gonna get this party started. Anyone who is my subscribers on the East Coast, I said East Coast, on Eastern Standard Time, they're probably sleeping. I'm only one that gets up this time in the morning. And actually I get up at 5. So I've been up for maybe about an hour and a half earlier than my clock. So this is why I'm up. It says H Town, not It says H-Town, she's not talking. It says best wishes to you too. See, I've gotten to the point I have to have a thick skin and I have to read between the lines of a hater and a congratulator. So, unless a person gets really out of pocket with me, I look at you as engagement. I don't block a lot of people no more. Even in my comment section, I leave it up because I feel like even if it's negative engagement, whether it's towards me and my channel or Chrisean Rock, it's engagement. So, if you want to take your time out and, get arthritis in the hands or, get yourself all upset, your panties in a bunch, then do so because it's not my life. I don't know you in real life. I wouldn't know you if I walked past you in the street. So why would I get in my feelings? I'm already getting in my feelings with people I know in real life. And I don't even know why I give my energy to them. So why am I giving it to someone I don't know? H-Town, she's not talking about Chrisean Rock. Chrisean's baby. Move on. Thank you. Thank you, Curly Cookie. Good morning, sis. And see, that's why sometimes I do have to block people because Curly Cookie came in here at 4:01 a.m. and she said, H-Town, she's not talking. And first thing I should have said was good morning. Because you know why? She's a supporter. I see her in my chat. Very positive. Okay. She don't take sides. We agree to disagree. There's things that I'm quite sure I say she don't always agree with. But she is one of my supporters. I see her in the chat interacting. She's not disrespectful. But because sometimes people will come into your chat and plant seeds, instead of you breaking your neck to say good morning to somebody like Curly Cookie, you still got it in your mind to someone who low key is throwing shade or dry hating. You feel what I'm saying? And trying to basically to ask you to politely get up here and do commentary like I do positive commentary on Chrisean Rock. Do negative commentary on how she allegedly messed up 𝗪𝗛𝗓𝗧𝗖𝗛 life with drinking and drugging, and show his physical therapy. What place do I have? We gotta pick and choose our battles, whether it's right or wrong, whether it's true or not. What place do I have in the world to get up here and do commentary telling somebody that just like you show us, you walking forward, you need to also show us you taking your child to physical therapy? What Come on now. Cancel me the day I do that. Like, really cancel me in real life. Hey, I'm Poetic, the dancer. How you doing? Good morning. Cancel me in real life because I lost all my faculties if I even ever open my mouth and say something like that about somebody's child or tell somebody to post about physical therapy for their child. Basically, you're trying to say, even if there is something wrong, you're basically trying to say there's something wrong with that little boy, but we won't do it up here. Not today, not no day. Shout out to Bluerock Tea TV. He's on the same page. It will be conversation while
What's up? What's up? What's going on tonight, everybody? You know what we're doing. You know why
we not only give credit to the channel holders that I use for commentary, okay, but we also don't just listen to their whole work. We do commentary to it. My job is not to get up here, the hard work that Bluerock Tea TV put into putting this together for his audience. If I'm going to share it, I'm going to share it, but it's going to be commentation done to it. So if you don't like that, then you're on the wrong channel because this is a commentary channel, sweetie. And sir.
we're here. Unfortunately, Ronnie cannot stay quiet. I don't know what it is.
A lot of
but
people
he's
can't stay
crashing
quiet.
Out, So we're here to talk about that as well as Blueface's new messages, and a little bit about how Blueface feels about Karlissa. Because sometimes we do need to put a reminder out there. Now,
and the people who are part of the bash crew of Chrisean Rock, while you're bashing Chrisean Rock, bash Blueface too. The Blueface is the one that stirred up all this stuff. See, that's why, like, I even say this in my own real life, even to my own husband. I've said this to him over the years. Oh no, you're not gonna disrespect me, bro. Because if I allow you to disrespect me, then everybody around the circle that hears and sees you disrespecting me, they think that they can get cute and disrespect me. And that's what Blueface did. He set the tone of disrespecting Chrisean Rock. Now other people think that they can disrespect Chrisean Rock. And it started from Blueface. So if you want to drag one, drag both. Okay? When you dig a grave for two. Because you jumping into.
Of course, there's been a lot going on in the circus. So we're gonna dive in a little bit, into that. The whole Tessa and Ronnie stuff. Is Chyna behind this? What about the hate pages, right? And of course, what's Ronnie's next move? So we're gonna dive deep into all of this tonight. I'm gonna try my best because I'm a little sick, if I'm gonna be honest with y'all. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna get the party started. I see everybody here. There's about 90 of y'all in the chat so far. Thanks again for joining. Go ahead and hit that like button, but let's get this started. Welcome to Bluerock Tea TV's live show, where we spill the tea on the celebrities you love and hate. So sit back and hold on to your seats, but don't hold back. Get in the live chat because it's about to get juicy. You heard it. It's definitely going to get, I don't know if juicy is the word tonight or if it's just crazy. What's going on, Trace?
Nothing. I'm going to try to be on my absolute bestest behavior on tonight.
Also, I want to let you know, Bluerock Tea TV, for people that need advertisement. I'm quite sure he probably also does it for, like, not just social media, but for, like, small businesses or whatever storefronts you might have. He does advertisement. So, hit him up with that. He has that voice.
I'm just going to try to be chill and laid back. I don't know how long it's going to last. It may last a couple of seconds. It may last a couple of minutes. It may last the duration of the show, but I'm going to give it my best. So what's up, chat? What's up, y'all? Happy Friday.
So you're going to try to be on your best behavior tonight.
I said I'm going to try now. I said I'm going to try.
So we can't really hold her to it, y'all. She going to try to be on her best behavior. We have 179 people already in the chat. Go ahead and hit that like button. I see those shoes and boots and all sorts of things coming in right now. Like some would say, y'all real ratchet tonight. Like already getting the shoes and the boots out. We haven't even done or said anything yet, Lord, I see the blue diamonds. What's up, chat? What's going on? Like I said, I'm a little under the weather tonight, but we're here. We're gonna try to make Friday the best. I got some rum here that I'm gonna be sipping on just now in a second. So hopefully that will
channel
get me on my
link
way.
inside the chat.
But what's going on, chat? What is everybody else saying tonight? Are you guys tired with what's been going on in the circus or what? Tea time. What's going on with these people? What's going on with the circus?
The circus is not even a circus anymore. The circus is an insane asylum.
Yep.
The circus has gone. The circus is put up. The circus is an insane asylum at this point. Okay.
You're right. It's been crazy. I don't know who to really catch up with at what given point. A lot of people. Well, I guess some people, I guess some to be expected are now stepping out and saying things. And, Ronnie's been, I guess up and down on the streets lately, kind of huffing and puffing and trying to I don't know, blow the house down, I guess, or the circus, right? There's been so many different approaches.
Somebody needs to whoop him down.
I don't really know, which way to take him at this time. I swear one moment he was coming out with, respect the baby, respect the parents, to now all of a sudden it's like F everybody.
Flip-flopping.
Well, I've started calling him Nemo. Okay, that's what I call him. Nemo with the little hair. Nemo with the little hair today. I actually wanted to press, how you look on the scary movies and they got the little red button or the nurse or the therapist is talking and they got the little red button under the desk and they pressing the button to call the police, calling the security to come get the person. I literally was pressing the red button for little Nemo with the red hair saying, nurse, nurse, he is out. Somebody needs to come and get him. And I felt so bad. That's why I was like, let me call his mammy, because he is literally crashing out. And at this point, it's
Yeah,
either
something's
the
up with
nurse,
him. I think he's
the
on
security,
drugs.
or his
That's my
mammy.
opinion.
But somebody needs to come and get this boy off the internet today.
Something's up with Ronnie, and you have to understand. And listen, every state got problems, drug addiction, poverty, but some states are real messed up in the game. You know, and I'm telling you, you know, Chrisean Rock comes from, you know, mother and father, you know, allegedly active in the street, locked up in jail, wasn't there, you know, to be a role model to their kids, having 12 kids, not taking care of none of them 12 kids, you know, and they so-called lived in nice neighborhoods. Let some of the family members of the Malones tell it. But I only see the ghettos of the parts of the places that they hang out or lived at or show. And those are poverty stricken areas. And, you know, a lot of people have succumbed who are 23 and 20 and 19 to the streets of the lifestyle of that state in that area. And I really think that Ronnie, he's like 23, 24 years old. I think he's on drugs. I think he has succumbed to his habitat, his environment. He has became the environment, and he's being thirsty like somebody from the hood would be. They see you with money, they're gonna carjack you. You come around, you feel what I'm saying? Or they're gonna try to. Well, I know that person in real life, so I'm gonna just to get a bag off them. I'm a clout chase and make up rumors and character assassinate them just to get noticed. That's what hood, you know, I won't say real people in the hood that don't want to make nothing out of their life. They do to other people's lives because they're hurt. And what do hurt people do? Hurt people hurt people.
Listen, I'm trying to keep up with what he's doing. You
Hey,
know what I'm saying?
Taylor gang.
You know, nobody really
Nice,
wants me
sweetie.
to. I get it.
I
I get it,
definitely
y'all. I get
agree.
it. Nobody really wants us to keep up with this.
Yep,
But
hurt people hurt
you know,
people.
somebody's got to watch Nemo. Somebody's got to watch what's going on. You know, Latrice, where do you get these names from?
Gotta be
Nemo, and
careful who
I'm
you
looking at
sleep
the
with
thumbnail
too.
I have up right
Don't
now,
I
and I'm like,
know?
it's not doing any justice. Like,
But doesn't he look like
Tell the
Nemo? He
truth and
just looks
shame the
like he's
devil,
giving
honey.
Nemo. He looks like Nemo with the little hair. Nemo with the little hair is his new name. Nemo, aka Lil Hair, aka Teaspoon of Hair. I mean, just all kind of names just pop up every time. But
now
when I
you know we
saw
got the
today,
fish emojis in the damn chat
yeah,
now, right,
drop
Trace?
the face emojis if y'all think he looks like Nemo with the braids,
Yeah, he does got a
with the little
funny
bit of
look.
hair. Nemo with the braids.
I wouldn't even think that he was
Yeah,
Chrisean's
he's
type.
giving Nemo. That's all. I don't know. I don't know.
You gotta admit, guys, he don't even look like Chrisean Rock's type. You might say, what type does he look like? If I had to choose, I think I would pick Blueface any day over Ronnie. I was about to call him Nemo, but he's got a funny look to him. That's just my opinion.
Ask the Lord, Bluerock. At this
Oh
point, just ask
And
the
he
man,
Lord.
oh
looks like an
man. There's
adolescent.
268 people in the chat. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. You know, I guess we'll get started right away. You know, we're gonna pop up a video here of, you know, I don't know if this was the first night. I don't know what we're gonna classify this night, if we're gonna call it the sweaty night, you know, because apparently, you know, while he was huffing and puffing in this particular scene, you know, he was sweating bags, bags. You know, I don't know if he just came back from the airport, swallowed.
Am I supposed to respond to that? Why? Because you know why I say that? Because he had plenty of time to ask, was that his child? And a lot of the times it sounded like Ronnie was, that ain't my child, that's Blueface's child. It was a game to him. Now why all of a sudden do you show so much compassion about it being your child? Listen, I'm not gonna go back and forth about who Chrisean Rock slept with between the sheets behind closed doors. I'm not doing that. That to me is weird. That's the kind of commentary I really don't like doing. That's the part of this commentary I don't even like talking about. I feel like I'm up here on a soap opera when I talk about who's the baby daddy. That's basically saying, who did Chrisean Rock sleep with behind closed doors? And I really don't care who she slept with.
something or what the case was, but my man was sweating. You know, let's play a clip of that video right now because he's looking at you guys. He's looking at every single one of you.
Well, I'm choosing my time to be up on my channel. How about that? You're on my time right now, talking to me.
Can't make this shit up.
All right, I'm gonna take that part off.
Right there.
I'm not keeping that up. He doing
in
too
his
much.
ear. The hate
We won't be
pages
doing no editing
and probably
on that.
The other sister too. You know, I don't even want to call her name, but the other sister who is still on the first chapter of the book, that's at Neverland, has probably gotten in his.
It's not my business anyways, but you're up here with the troll page that says why on it. Where's your picture at? And even if you did have a picture, it probably wouldn't be your real picture because you probably don't. The why looks probably better than what you look like, first and foremost. And if it ain't my business, why are you on my channel in my business? Remove yourself. As a matter of fact, I don't think any of my mods are in here, so I'm going to remove you so you can window lick because we don't need you in here. You keep it moving, baby. I'm gonna help you out. Oh boy, they must be on my other let me go over to my other channel. Cause when they want to talk ish, they go to the other channel so that cause they know I'm on my main channel. You guys are clever. Not clever enough though. Let me go over there before we finish. I don't want no more distractions. So let me go over here real quick. Yep, you're right over here. Pretty much that's what you guys do. The ones that hate is you hold on, let me get it up out of here. Why is this thing acting up? Hide from the channel. Yeah, I noticed that when people want to say stuff, you guys are really clever. Let me tell you why I say that. When you want to talk your little mess, you go over to my second channel to watch the video because you guys know what channel I'm live on. You know I live stream on both my channels. So because you take so much time watching what I'm doing, because you must take the time and the energy to watch what I'm doing, because think about it. You're so calculated. You say to yourself, if I want to say something that's going to get her to kick me off and I have to window lick now or go on to another Gmail so I can talk some more mess, I'm going to have to go and log in onto her second channel, the smaller channel. She's not on there. So she can't get to me right away. So she pins my comment, which I'm purposely got your comment still up here. Because you know what? Unless you create another account, you got a window lick. You can't even leave a comment anymore. And if you leave a comment, you might think it's being, saw by the masses, but it's not. You're blocked. It says, yeah, window licking.
Ear, or not probably, they're in his ear.
Straight
and
window
that
licking.
is the reason why he is doing what he's doing. But here's the thing: there's nothing in his ear, in his head besides ear.
Yeah, there was on
like,
the second channel.
Like when he did this live,
Curly Cookie,
all I pictured was a maze in his brain with a bunch of little mics.
I always say the internet gives cowards an outlet. So that's why they go, like I said, Curly Cookie, they go onto my second channel, so I can't snipe them that quickly. I have to go over to the second channel to get them out the chat and block them.
Just running wild, trying to figure out, like nobody knows, like nothing, nobody knows what's going on. Like he's so all over the place.
It was like micro bits.
Like he doesn't know what is going on. Like he literally is crashing out, and it's sad though.
Yeah,
like I make jokes about it, but I think that this boy is about to crash out for real.
like nervous breakdown.
Yeah, and I hear you, because it's interesting, because I really do feel that a lot of the things going on right now are hate page motivated.
Yep.
Anyone who's been around for months can see the language that he's using, can
Rock
see
hard.
the ideas that
Word
he's using,
hard.
and these are things that have pretty much been kind of lies and theories spread by the hate pages, right? So I feel like he's running with some of it. I feel like he's getting confused. Like you said, he's crashing out. 1 minute, he hates everybody. The next minute, he's talking great about everybody. I don't really, I don't really know what his motive is, because
He don't have one.
there's a part where we're gonna get to where he even talks about not caring what the results would be.
Wow.
Right. So like Ari Macker says, full of helium, right? What's going on, Marianne? Now, you guys, for those who are joining us right now, go ahead and hit that like button. We're gonna get into a little bit more of this, because it is a little bit interesting, and we're trying to really pinpoint and figure out where Ronnie's going next with this, because a lot of people want to push the narrative of he's just a concern, potential. And he's coming out now, and he's looking, and he just wants to see if he's the guy, I guess.
Yeah, that's why I had to block Y, because like Bluerock Tea TV said, a lot of people are trying to come out and say, he's a concerned father. He just wants to know if he's the father of the child. I just had to block that idiot, because a lot of the mass majority knows who Chrisean Rock's father is. And put it like this: if he's not, if Blueface is not, I'm gonna put it just like this: we'll find out when we find out. Maybe we'll never find out. But you know what? I'm not losing no sleep over it. So why are you? Why are you so worried about who her baby's father is? How is it going to change your life in real life, knowing who her baby's father is? It's not.
And sometimes questioning, why is that a problem? And I don't think that is necessarily the problem. I think we can point out a lot of other problems, though.
Absolutely. And then, like I said, reiterating again that there's a battery in his back, and there's these pages are pushing this narrative to him. And like today, they gave him this document, this court document to put up, and he thought he had some receipts, but neither of them could read that it said that the case was denied, it was dismissed. So y'all had him. Y'all not even coaxing him right. You're not even giving him good receipts. You allowed him to put up something in the stories
and crash
that wasn't even factual. So that probably made him crash out even more.
Yep, because he made a fool of himself.
He's reading off, like somebody say, he's reading off a teleprompter. He does not know what he's doing. He does not. There's somebody in the background saying, post this, say this.
He's just talking just to talk, like a puppet. Just like some of these 1%ers that are haters up here. You just talking for attention. You just hope that somebody will notice you, or will pin your comment of something that you're saying, which is a negative seed or a negative comment that don't add up to nothing. You just talking to hear yourself talk. I probably gave that person I just blocked the most attention they got in their whole life. They probably didn't even get attention when they was a newborn by their parents. Your mother and fathers probably didn't even hug you and cradle you and rub your head when you first came out. When you was just a twinkle in somebody's eye, and I gave you the most attention you got in your whole life. Real talk.
Do this. And now all of his words are jumbled all together, and he's looking crazy. Nurse, he's out again. Nurse, he's out again.
And exactly, the hate pages puppet, and that's exactly what it's given.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people in their right minds would have said, if you were really concerned about the bottom line, you could have handled the bottom line behind the scenes, right? Not all this stuff that you're doing, right? Not all this extra things that are happening, right?
Right.
Now, another thing that kind of came to people's minds was when, Blueface had released, I guess, a story update, or he had asked his team to release a story update for him. you know, and in that story update it said, I'll be out July, don't blink. Now, some people are. Go ahead.
I'm saying he's saying I'll see you out for the Crip.
Now, do you mean like that could have been possibly some shade towards Ronnie?
I don't know. Some people seem to think so. I don't know. You know, Blue always talks he always speaks cryptic anyway.
Well, he does that because he's immature too.
So I don't know. You could take it either way.
I don't think
don't blink
because he's.
It could be saying, you know, I'll be out before you know it. But you know,
talking.
I don't know. Let's ask the chat. What do y'all think?
Chat, what do you guys think? Was this a sign of Ronnie, or was this just him saying, you know, I'll be out in July in a flash, you know, before you blink, I'll be out, you know,
might not even
like what do you guys think? Because you know, we were checking it out, you know, we did make.
In my opinion, for all we know, Blueface might not even care what Ronnie did. He's probably figuring he's taking over for me. He took over CashApp's place. She's supposed to be one of the main characters in the circus. He took over for CashApp, her position for him until he gets out. You know, Blueface is for Blueface. I hate to say it, man. He got himself a winner in his corner, and he's just trying to drag that girl's name. And the girl's sitting there walking forward, and he trying to make a pedal backwards. Come on now.
Post about it, as you guys can see, and a bunch of people had a bunch of things to say, right? Some people really heavily believe that it could have been Ronnie, right? That he could have been speaking about Ronnie. Some people saying, you know, Blueface is in jail right now, so if he's handing out any type of you know, advice to anybody, that he'd be doing it quite smart and quite slick like Blueface normally would, right? But some people just said, nah, he just means in a flash, right? And I think that's kind of what we're getting from the chat right now. You know, some people, you know, may feel that it's towards Ronnie, right? Lady the Queen says definitely towards Ronnie, right? And some people simply are still believing that it is in a flash. You know, Treese, I think part of it was the time frame, right? Some people were saying because it was kind of around the same time frame.
Yep.
Right, that is potentially could have been, you know, words to Ronnie there, right? But Ronnie had some interesting words today as well, right? Excuse me, guys. He did kind of, you know, bring up the fact that he ain't really scared of nobody. You know what I'm saying? That he wants all the smoke, right? He did say all that, you know what I'm saying? He came out a lot more braver today. So let's take a look at a piece of that clip.
Okay.
Tessa got her kid DMing me. I don't give a fuck if it's my baby. I'm not cool with watching child and child. I don't get it.
Dude's weird.
I just want to pause it there for a quick second. You heard what he said there, right?
I don't know if this live was taken down or he took it down, but I thought this was an old live because I'm looking at this thing on his head. I don't know why he got it on his head. I know that they still got the big C going around, but come on, bro. You're doing too much. Looking like he about to rob a bank.
Like, I don't give a F if it's my baby.
Right.
Oh, boy.
So what's the motive?
Well, what is the motive? There is no motive.
He
got gassed up by the hate pages. He allowed himself to be used. All they're doing is regurgitating the same tired lies, the same
stuff we already heard about.
I mean, they've been saying the same thing over and over and over again, and a lot of it to me is coming from, like, I saw that they were saying, I didn't see the live, but I heard a lot of people say that Jessica West, what is her name?
Jessica West.
Jessica Westhill, I think.
Yeah,
West Side or some shit.
Yeah.
Right. That she was in she was in the on his live, and she was encouraging him and coaxing him and everything. And it's so funny to me that she can be in his live and encouraging him and coaxing him, but she can't encourage and coax Bonnie to get off Instagram and actually make a real career. You know, so she keeps inserting herself. She's inserting herself in that.
Yeah, but we can't leave out Chyna either. You know, I don't really hear nobody talking about how Chyna been reaching out to Ronnie, because this time around when Ronnie came from underneath that rock that he was hiding under, Chyna was part of the chiming in and contacting Ronnie. She said in her live, nobody watches Chyna's live to know. And I watch her live, so that's why I had let you guys listen. When she literally, when I was in the bushes, said she contacted her brother-in-law, Ronnie, right after Bluerock Tea TV, and the people that he associates himself with, they all got together and took him down. And why would you be contacting somebody that just got ran off of social media? And you're her sister. So don't leave Chyna out or Karlissa out. Come on. Let's not look at it like Karlissa's not gonna strike again.
But you can't even get Bonnie to do something productive. She still can't even get on baddies. So I think that her she needs to mind her business as well.
And I agree. I completely see them in the chat the whole time. Ronnie's live.
Call people out.
I see them hitting up the chat, trying to clout chase the idea. You know what I'm saying? Now, I do want to let the viewers know that I am dropping the StreamYard link. So if you have any opinion that you want to share about this, you can definitely jump up and share your opinion. Okay, so I just dropped the StreamYard link again for you.
Well, I really don't get it.
Hey, Asa. I hope I said your name.
But I want all the smoke, though.
Asa Divine.
I definitely want all the smoke. I want all that shit. Me shooking in my mom tracks like.
Okay.
Oh, well,
I'm not gonna be editing all this stuff.
God is protecting me. God is protecting my family. God is protecting my mind, my body, my spirit. So I ain't never gonna be worried. I ain't never gonna trip.
Now he talks big about receipts. That he's going to be pulling out receipts. He's going to be the only receipts I really saw him pull out was from the hate pages, like whatever the hate pages posted. I guess that's what he's referring to, as his receipts.
And they just keep regurgitating the same tired stuff. And then what they did give him today to try to make it seem like it was not even factual. And then the other stuff that they even try to post about chastity or whatever, that stuff is everybody already knew about that stuff too. It's like they just keep regurgitating the same time. He doesn't have any receipts.
Because they're sending it to him now.
Right.
Excuse me. These are things that he had posted from before. I mean, they had posted from before. And it's like they're sending it now.
Sweetie.
And it's like he's the new what do you call that? The new cheerleader. He's the new spokesman. I feel like they feel as if this is their new leader, you guys.
Yeah, he's the new leader, and they just swore that they hit the jackpot, and they don't know that he is probably going to last about another good 4 to 5 days, and it's over.
Sound like somebody sipping on something.
Exactly. If that.
Is still looking beautiful, unbothered as usual. So it's not going to be long.
No, exactly. And it seems like he's, he's playing the, talk good about her, talk bad about her, talk good about her game, so I want to see how long that's going to last. We do have some live viewers that have some opinions they want to add here. Big Mama, what's going on?
Big Mama. Big
Mama, you're live. What's going on?
Oh boy, come on.
Big Mama, unmute yourself, girl. You on?
She's done. She's gone. Lady V, what's going on?
Hi, good night, all. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can. Hi.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I mean, it's so much going on. I get so frustrated.
She definitely said that.
Looking at some of these things, but what I want to say is, we have
Karlissa
to be aware
said
that
it, and also
is real.
Chyna.
There are folks that are stuck in delusion versus reality.
Yep.
And what a lot of people who I realize, like the hate pages and people who come online and display so much hate about Rock, is that they're looking at this young woman who came up and she made something for herself. You know, she was able to navigate so many hurdles and challenges and become successful, make money for herself. And what some of those folks have to understand who are dropping off and hitting on her now is that not everybody is born to travel on the same journey with us. You know, she provided for some folks, and it was up to them to take what she provided and try to make a name for themselves as well. Now, what I'm saying with this young man here is, he and Rock were talking. There might have been a couple way back then, but some people, they remain stuck, and I believe that he's stuck in the belief that Rock is always going to be his. Like Chrisean is always going to be mine no matter what. So when you're talking about Blue need to come and get you and bring you into the studio and write songs for our baby mama, it's like he wants that success that Rock has without working for it. And that's what a lot of people like him, Karlissa, I'm not even going to touch on her yet, but they're stuck in the notion that Rock has to show them that she has to do everything for them to get them to be successful as how she was. But your journey is different from Chrisean's journey. You have to figure out how to get to the top. You have to work, you have to hustle, you have to bleed, you have to sweat in order to get to where you need to be. And she did all of that for herself. So why do you guys feel entitled to believe that you have to be on the same page as her without doing the work that she put in? You know, and these are the things that when I look at some of these videos online and I'm looking at this man taking everything from the hate pages and trying to make it, you know, it's his thoughts or this is what he's thinking. He's stuck in a place where he believes that he and Chrisean should still be together no matter what. And knowing that Chrisean is ignoring them, a lot of folks are using Baby Porter as a means to try to trigger her to respond to them, or using her baby to try to hurt her in order for her to respond to them. And being that she is not responding to them, they are getting that much more upset. They do not know which road to turn to in order to get her attention. So they're going to do anything to try to get her to talk, and it's not working.
She's doing a good job.
I hear that because, you know, a lot of people ask why now, and a lot of people say, you know, maybe the money line for everybody has been cut off, right?
Definitely.
Like Ronnie has been, you know, and people have been known, like, I guess, you know, he's the plug. So who knows how much of his plug has been cut off as well for people. So I don't know what's really going on sometimes with half of these people. But with Ronnie, what we do see is, you know, a very confused person. You know, one minute, you know, he came off with the idea that you know, he's coming off as this confused, you know, dad that wants to try to figure out if he is a dad, if he's not a dad, you know, and then now the next minute he just wants to bleed, and he just wants to kind of go out there and spread everything that he knows that the hater pages are saying. So, you know, how serious do we take him, right?
We cannot take him serious, because if you are so concerned and you believe in your heart that this is my son,
big mad.
Why haven't you gone about it the proper way to say, you know what, let me petition the courts.
Hey, Tamika Walker, good morning.
Have you tried to reach out to her, to Chrisean, to talk to her? Because if it was really your son, something could have been done already. But you want the notion, you want to put in likes, you want to build in views, you want to build up everything off of somebody else's hard work and sweat and tears by trying to discredit her, by trying to defame her, by trying to, you know, send so much hate her way. But the more they hit on her, the more she's being blessed. And that is pissing them off.
Yep. Because I don't understand how anybody would even be doing
I hear
that.
that. I hear
Somebody
that. Thank
trying
you
to
again
change their
for
life.
your opinions,
That's
because I
backwards.
agree. You know, that is making a lot of people upset. You know, and I think some people miss
That's
the main
backwards.
point. Like, ain't nobody upset at this guy, you know, that wants to come out a year later and do this. But I think, you know, do it in private, right? Do it behind the scenes, right? Are you really considering, you know, the children involved, right?
Don't
Or the child
care.
involved, you know, because I don't think so. You know, this seems to be, you know, a bigger game, right? The idea is, you know, are you want everybody to question now again, are you the dad, or, you know, is Blue the dad, or are you team Blue, or are you team Ronnie? But buddy, you ain't giving anybody really a good choice either or. You know,
And
I do have Raquel, sorry, but I want to ask Latrice quickly. Go ahead.
and my thing is, why now? I think that's the number one question, the $1 million question that everybody is asking. Why now? Why this way? And like the one live that I did catch, where when he got on, what the first thing he says, at Shade Room, at Unwind Tasha K, at Neighborhood Talk, he wanted to you know, at all these big blogs to like he's looking for this viral moment, and because he's not getting it, now he is attacking everybody.
Yep.
So he's gone after, so now it's not just Chrisean and Lil Chrisean, now it's Blue, now it's Karlissa, now it's Tessa, it's Chastity, it's now you're throwing little shots at Tifa. You're going after everybody to get this viral moment, but what he doesn't understand,
It's given
is
he's got a taste of the clout, and now he just wants
He
to clout
loves it.
chase every single
Everything.
direction.
that's exactly what has happened. And what he doesn't realize is Dakari has moved on. Yeah, he got on that live with you, but he's moved on. You're going to be the
could tell
one
you
that's left
put him
out here
on the
looking
spot.
crazy.
You put that boy on the spot when
You're going to be the one that's out here looking crazy.
sent for him.
And you can't recover from this. You won't be able to recover.
Now, Katie here says it's calculated. You know, I do want to let you guys know we are dropping the StreamYard link. So if you have some opinions that you want to jump up here and share, do so as well. I do also notice that there are some opposite opinions up in the chat. That's cool. That's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You can click the link, come up as well. You know, we want all the opinions, right? We don't need just people jumping up here and saying the same thing we're saying. We want to hear what you have to say. You know, if you're calculating this differently, or your thoughts are a little bit different than where we're going with this, then definitely jump up. Why not? Right, Trees?
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
Right. Now, you know, I think the other thing that I wanted to play, I don't think we got to yet, is the part where he talks about you know, the results and how he feels and whatnot. So let me just pull that up here quickly.
I'm at a point in my life where I'm trying to figure out if it's even worth it.
So I'm at a point in my life where I'm trying to figure out if it's even worth it.
It's sad.
Latrice, we're watching this crash out for the whole week.
Yep.
And he's gonna look at the camera now and say, I'm at the point where I'm trying to figure out if this is even worth it.
Yep. Yep. It's sad. The battery is eroding.
Like, do y'all really understand me?
Sorry, there. I don't know. Yeah. So I don't know.
Do y'all not have kids? Do y'all not have little brothers, little sisters out here?
Dude's a weirdo.
I don't want it to be my child. I would be blessed
now
if it wasn't.
He says he doesn't want it.
Because I can still swing this dirt. I don't want clout.
Wow.
Sorry, my computer is lagging here a bit. I don't know if it's lagging for you guys as well. But are we really watching this?
I agree with you 100%.
Like, is this really the message? Like, I'm trying to figure it out.
I don't want this. I don't really want it to be my child. Yet you go on the internet and say, I want to know if this is my child. I want everybody tap in. This got to be.
Hashtag save Junior. Hashtag save the baby. Hashtag.
Right, exactly.
Baby,
All
take
the
the battery
really
out your
hashtags.
going
back.
on?
Hashtag.
Take the battery out your back. You know how we used to have the dolls when we were little girls and they would open in the back of the doll. We had that little piece in the back where you just lift it and take the battery out. Somebody lay Ronnie down and lift that little piece in the back and take the battery out. It's eroded. It's done. It's done. Whoever put that battery in your back, baby, they set you up for failure. I feel bad for you. I feel bad for you.
I don't even think there's a battery in this one. I think it's one of those wind-up toys. You know, the ones that you just wind up and then you let it go for a bit.
Because this is sad. This is sad.
He
doesn't even know what he's saying. It's mumbo jumbo.
Right, he's all
Nurse,
over the
he's
place.
out again. Nurse.
Somebody get security.
It's sad. That's why I called his mammy today. That's why I said, come and get him.
Let me tell you something. I know people in real life and they're way older than even me. Okay. And they flip-flop like this all the time. And it seems like people that are like Ronnie or people like I know in real life, they say one thing, then they switch up, they flip-flop, they talk about this, then they're on this emotional roller coaster somewhere else, trying to get you on the roller coaster. They are the most hypocritical people, and they're the ones that are always trying to give people advice, and they need to take the same advice that they're giving to people. Their life is more messed up than yours. It's just crazy, but they're in denial. That's what it is. Ronnie's in denial. I know people in my real life just like Ronnie, in denial. It's sad.
The Wi-Fi off, mama. Something is wrong.
They act like something wrong with you, but it's them.
Listen, it's crazy. You know, now I wanted to quickly go back to this post here, you guys, but there are 471 people here in the chat. Go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't hit it already. You know, keep dropping those blue diamonds and teacups in the chat. And I know I haven't mentioned this for the night, but mods, you guys are doing an amazing job. Thank you guys again so much for showing up. And also, you know, the lurkers in the back, go ahead, hit that like button as well. And for
like
everyone watching this live stream, you know that we got some other nosy mother that we know. So go ahead and share the live stream in those groups. Go ahead and share the live stream to your friends and let them join us. Let them sit with us because, you know, it could get a little interesting. Now, I did bring the screen back up because I wanted to you know, play a little video, I guess, tea time. You wanted to remind people a little bit about what Blueface thinks about Karlissa, because Karlissa's just keeps trying to pop up like, you know, like she's somebody.
Yes, and then after that, I want Bard to come up because Bard owns a DNA testing site, and that's who I was trying. I wanted Bard Screening Solutions to come up the last time, so Bard can. Bluerock is going to drop the link if you can make sure that you know we would love to have you come up. But yes, we need to hear what what Blue thinks about his wonderful Florida Evans mama.
Yes, exactly. So let's go ahead and I did go ahead and drop the link there for you. So yeah, so we would love for you to join us on. Now let me bring that up. Give me one quick second. Where did I put that video? Right here.
Is she happy for y'all?
Oh, man. That lady. I don't have a mom. She's weird. She's strange. I don't know what her motive is, her angle. I don't know what she's trying to accomplish with her outreaches and whatever she does. I really don't care for her. She's not in my best interest. So what can I do with that?
Damn. Yeah. Does it make you like sad that, you know, she's not involved or?
Nope. I don't know. I feel much.
So when people criticize Chrisean, let me mute this. When people criticize CashApp and how Blueface treats her and blah, 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 he don't have respect for his own mother. And even though we know Karlissa is a mess and we might say not respectful stuff about her, that's not our mother. But at the same time, we still need to respect our elders. And even if she wasn't an elder, we need to respect each other. However, he don't respect his own mother. So I just, if you want to bring up something from the past, even though it's not happening now because he's in jail and she's moving forward, bring stuff like that up. Because people were dragging her also because of how she was subjecting herself and staying in the mess with Blueface disrespecting her. He don't respect his own mother. It's all recorded. He's saying this. He's not talking about Chrisean Rock right now. In an old live that they're bringing up right now, a video clip or whatever, he's saying F his mother, not Chrisean Rock. He has no respect for no women. But he needs to blame his mother because, I'm going to be quiet. I know people in real life, their mothers have destroyed these grown men that were children one upon a time, and they want to take credit. And they haven't brought up men. They're still boys in men bodies.
Less stress, much less, microscopic. Somebody like clocking.
Wow.
No, I don't feel any type of way about it.
Okay.
So Latrice, Karlissa seems to want to come to the rescue with this whole Ronnie situation. Blueface says he's better off when she's not microscope it all up in his business. That's what I got. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man made it very clear that things are better off when Karlissa is not in the mix. That's what I heard from this little snippet of the interview.
The first thing that would break my heart as a mother is to hear my son say, F that lady.
Yep, exactly. Me too.
That's the first thing. When she asked him about his mother, he said, F that lady. That would destroy me as a mother to hear my son say. And it doesn't even seem to faze Karlissa because she does not stop. She continues to antagonize, belittle, and just embarrass her children on the internet. And I would, that video would have completely changed everything. I don't care if, listen, I would have begged my kids pardon. I would have repented. I would have apologized. And my thought process, everything would have changed. But for Karlissa, it seemed like it got worse. And that's sad. Yep. And that's why I always say that.
For Karlissa, this shit was a shout out nonetheless.
Exactly.
For Karlissa, she sat back, probably smiled, took a sip of her shit, and she was probably like, damn, that's my boy. He just mentioned my name.
Drug and alcohol testing along with DNA testing. So that could be parent and child, siblings, grandparents, whatever. We do all of the collection of the tests. So what happens is there are two different options that you can have for DNA testing. One can be, let's say, if you wanted it yourself, and then the other option would be, of course, if it was court ordered. And being that they weren't going through a court battle at the time, it was their choice to have the test. So again, what happens is both parents are Swab, and because Chrisean was pregnant, they drew her blood so that they could get the cells and the enzymes from the fetus that way, because the baby was not born yet.
Right.
So they process it, and because he wasn't born at the time, that's why when they were reading the results, it came back and it read as it did, that he was not excluded from being the parent. Exactly. Now, once 𝗪𝗓𝗔𝗧 been born, they did another test, then it would have been the 99% blah blah blah. They can only get but so much of a result if the baby is not born. So he definitely is the father because it said that he was not excluded, meaning that from the cells that they took from her fetus, from her blood,
it belongs to that baby,
and from them swabbing his mouth with his saliva, it showed that he was the father, or that he is the father. If he wasn't, then it would have said he is excluded. It would not have said he is not excluded. It would have 150% said that he was excluded.
And Blueface is slow because he didn't understand what that meant. Excluded, means don't exclude yourself. You are in the process of this making and the baking and the shaking of what's in the oven, okay, of Chrisean Rock. He was confused by that. I really wish it would have just said, you are 99.9%, you are the father. But like she just broke it down, you can't. That's the way they word it. They should change that wording. It was the wording that confused Blueface. And probably to this day, it confuses him, the word, when he reads in his head, in his jail cell, that it read, "You're not excluded." Excluded means it's your child, bro. But if the child was born and they took a test, it would say 99.99 or whatever percent you are the father. It's the same thing. It's just different terminology, because the terminology is different because of the fact that the child is born. They can take fluids from the child when the child is born, and that's when the test will say that you're 99.99 father or whatever, or not the father. Understand that, man. People say he has a right. Ronnie has a right to know if that's it. Ronnie needs to have the right to go to a rehab or a mental institution.
And I saw earlier today that one of those hate pages did all of these screenshots of zooming in on the envelope, and why was the envelope folded, and it had an attorney's office on it, and the copy of the DDC logo was in black and white and not in color.
In the back.
If the attorneys for either Zeus, Chrisean, Blueface, or whatever were the ones that received the result.
And you know what? They're not even slow. They play slow. Because I know people in real life that do the same thing, and they're not even on social media. People play dumb and retarded. But see, I like when people play dumb and retarded with me, because then I play dumb and retarded too. And you never win. And I always say to the person playing stupid and slow, after I sock it to them, how you make out?
Then it would, or requested the results. That's where they would have gone to. They would have gone to them. And of course, copies of the results can be made. Oh, well, the envelope was already ripped open. Well, duh, she opened it up, or whomever gave it to her opened it up and looked at it, and then they handed her the envelope. So all of this speculation about whether or not he's the father needs to be deaded, because had he not been the father on that test, it would have clearly stated he is the potential father is excluded from any possibility of being this child's father. Secondly, the DDC is not.
There's a lot of people that should be on the bus, the yellow short bus with the helmet. Okay, and I don't care who gets mad. Somebody one time got my comment section and said, "I was on the short bus." You need to be on there again. And not only that, Zeus Network is not losing their license. They're on TV, honey. That's a bigger let me tell you something. That's a bigger game playing field. They're monetized on television, okay? And on like websites like this. They're not doing that for no Blueface and CashApp. That's when you're going to hear the truth come out my mouth, that CashApp and Blueface ain't that important.
Not going to fake a test for Zeus, for Chrisean, for Blueface, and for anybody else. They are the number one.
And I said that before this lady just said what I just said. So you know I'm real talking it this morning. Happy Saturday.
Collection processing center in the United States. They process tests for my lab, for Maury Povich, for anybody that, even if most child support, if you go to your local child support office and the courts request a test, the DDC is going to process it. So what happens is the collection is done either in a doctor's office or like with my collection, we also do mobile. So
CashApp and Blueface ain't that special. It's just special to a certain group of people. It ain't that serious, boo. I support CashApp, and I'm telling you, it ain't that serious. She is not that special that they would jeopardize their coins for no CashApp. No, and not in no lifetime. Okay.
We offer mobile service, meaning that we can come to you to do your testing. So we would go
and I
collect the test.
Message.
It goes into a specimen bag and it is shipped off to the DDC. The DDC processes it, and then they send you the results.
Right, and it gets also.
So I don't know where all of these people are getting all of this speculation, other than just being hateful. That Blue is not the father, because he is the father. Because the results would specifically have said that
he wasn't the father.
So I don't know what more these people want to prove it, but and Ronnie, baby.
Listen, they want to keep the lie going. People hear me say it all the time. I've been saying this since the Nature Boy commentary. It's people want to live in the lie because the lie goes on and on and on and on. The truth ceases and desists everything. People don't want to live in the truth because then it'll be over with. So the people that say stuff like, "Oh, you're part of the problem," you will be part of the solution and stop looking at the videos. You're the same people that don't want the lie to go away. The ones that say, "I'm part of the problem." You're really low key the problem because you want the lie to keep going. You want the hate to keep spreading for Chrisean Rock because you don't like her.
I don't understand how he, would even have any type of speculation, because you have said it repeatedly that you're not his father. Now all of a sudden,
you are the father.
Whoever's putting this battery in your back is pumping you up to think that.
And in Chyna.
Honestly speaking, Chrisean doesn't owe you to give you a test. If she's already tested who the father is and the results are already shown, why does she have to prove to you that you're not the father?
Or anybody.
That's right. That's right. I'm so glad that you came up and you spoke, because so many people and then let me just say this also, when they were talking about an envelope and about why was it in this type of envelope. I was telling Bluerock today, I'm one of those people that I'll get a big manila envelope, and I'll put everything in one envelope that has nothing to do with what I'm putting in the envelope. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't.
It's not a big deal.
They're just using every little thing. It could be my kids' physicals or something, and I could put it in whatever. It's just what I have at the time, and I put it in that envelope. But I thank you for saying that the DDC is not going to fake a test for Zeus or anybody else.
Nope.
They are a reputable
getting money
company organization.
Yes, they are. And the DDC
TV.
would lose. They would lose their licensing and all of their contracts and everything else if it was to come out that they had faked a test result for anybody. They're not going like Chrisean. I mean, I love Chrisean dearly, but she's not worth them losing their license. And
I love Chrisean dearly, but she's not worth losing their license. I'll finish it faster for her.
Federal government contracts and everything else that they have. They have contracts with the federal child support office. So do people really think that they're going to take the time to fake a test result for Chrisean and lose millions of dollars in contracts that they had?
And Karlissa in Chyna, the biggest elders of the circus know that. But they know they can put a battery in the hater's back, and then they can spread the hate. And then the hate goes like wildflower. And then it gets so contagious, it spreads just like the big C did. And then a big pandemic breaks out because of the rumors that the two elders stirred up. And this is where we end up where we're at right now.
Have access to? Like, let's be sensible people here. Exactly. Put your hate aside and let's think with common sense, even though it's obvious that some people don't have that. But let's use a little common sense here. Who's going to lose federal funding and federal contracts to fake a test result for Zeus Network?
Exactly. I'm very happy to hear
Smith,
that.
I got the money.
Yeah, exactly. And to me, it's just
thank you, sweetie. Good morning.
It's just crazy how people zoom into the idea of trying to figure out, why the envelope's folded, why it could potentially be in a law firm's name,
Thank you, sweetie. I love you,
why
sis.
Chrisean was wearing the color green, it's just, and this is why it comes back down to sometimes you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because they're sitting there trying to break apart and rip apart everything.
It took me a while to get back to you, sis. I want to stop this live for 1 second, only because I don't check my Cash App all the time because I don't expect no one to send me no money. All I ask people to do is support the channel and hit the like or the dislike button. But I appreciate you. Thank you, sis. I did get it. And I know I always say I shouldn't be saying people's names, but I have to say your name. You always support this channel. I love you, Big Red. Good looking out, sis. Always, baby girl.
Little, and I like the idea that you were able to also speak to some of that, like for example, if there was a law firm handling the case, right, or handling this test, right, that they could have potentially had it in their own envelopes, right? They could have potentially gotten the original and made photocopies to give it to the parties. Who knows? Like, there's so much speculation, but what we do know that happened is that there was a DNA test there present, and it did speak to Blueface being the father. And you also help clarify the reasons to why, the language may be one way right now with Chrisean being pregnant at the moment compared to, it being, or worded.
I don't even know why we're having this discussion about what people doing behind.
Thanks again for clarifying that. If some of the people didn't get that now, then I think they're just being ignorant with the situation as well and just trying not to understand it.
And that's exactly what it is. They want to spew the hate, and they want to spew the ignorance that, oh, it's not, because Blue said this about the baby and Blue said that. Blue said all of those things because Blue was acting like an emotional child, not because of that the results were fake, not because of anything. He did that because he was in his feelings about Chrisean not dealing with him at the time, which he does every time they get into.
Every time he gets into something, he does that. Just like with the Charles Barkley. Everybody calls that baby Charles Barkley to this day. But who started it? His biological father, Blueface. Y'all will sit there and give Blueface credit over CashApp any day of the week, and that's sad. And he'll straight disrespect everybody that be giving him props. Chrisean will show you more love than Blueface, and y'all be trying to give him all this love.
Something, but that does not negate the fact that that test result is a legitimate test result, and that company is a legitimate company. And I also want to speak on because I also heard that Wack was on his podcast or whatever website he was on, public platform he was on, talking about that Chrisean had the baby at a private hospital. Okay. I am from Baltimore. Okay. I had 2 of my children at the very same hospital that Chrisean had CJP. GBMC, which stands for Greater Baltimore Medical Center, is not a private hospital. It is one of the best hospitals in the state of Maryland, in Baltimore, just as well as people know about Johns Hopkins. People that live in Baltimore and that live in Maryland know about GBMC. That's where she had her child. So y'all, they can dead all of that, talking about she did this, that, and the third because she went to a private hospital. GBMC is not a private hospital. She went there because she was in labor. Only way that you can plan a delivery at that hospital is if it's a problem with the baby, if you go in labor, or like with my younger son, I was overdue. So of course, when you are past your due date, I was 10 days overdue. They schedule your delivery when you're overdue. But all of that pre-planning to deliver the baby early, that hospital is not going to do that. So they can dead that as well.
Well, there you have it, people. And that's why sometimes I like the power of conversation, right? Because there's people from all different places, and listen, you can't, what is it? You can't lie to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, for example, I may not know, I'm not from there, but we gonna find out. There's people out here that's gonna find out. And one thing I like about a lot of the viewerships here that we carry is y'all smart as hell. You're not going to sit there and just listen to little micro bits of certain things. You're going to go out there. You're going to do your research. We're going to do our research. If we don't know something, we're going to be straight up and say, listen, we don't know something, we'll look into it, whatever the case might be. But that's one thing that I can appreciate. Again, Sabrina, I think, and I thank you for bringing a lot of the facts tonight and help clarify things that, myself, I couldn't have done that myself.
Yes. Yes,
you guys are very welcome. And if you ever need me again to come up, if anybody else, if has anything that they want to question or say. Latrice, you know, I follow you on Instagram as well. So just
Yes.
let me know, and I will definitely be ready for you guys whenever you need me.
Yes, we are
Awesome.
named twins, girl. We're named twins. Thank you.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah, no, definitely continue the connection because listen, the way things are going, I think we might need you again.
Yes.
And listen, and I'll be Johnny on the spot. Y'all just let me know.
Period.
Nice.
All right, I'm gonna leave now. I'll still be on.
All right.
I'll still be on though, in case you guys need me to come back up. I'll just still be on.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks
All
again.
right.
Appreciate you. All right. Latrice, that's crazy.
That is crazy. And then we also have another caller. Audrey, did you go back up? Bluerock, check your inbox for me. Audrey, did you go come back up so Bluerock can let you up?
I have somebody waiting, 𝗪𝗧𝗧𝗪𝗧𝗧.
Okay. Audrey can come up after that.
Okay, I'm gonna let 𝗪𝗧𝗧𝗪𝗧𝗪 come up.
Okay.
And what's going on, 𝗪𝗧𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗪? How's everything
Hi,
going?
how you guys doing?
Good, yourself?
I've been just keeping up with this here mess, and it's just terrible. It's really terrible how all these grown people are just going mad crazy over a baby. Now, everybody know that's not Ronnie's baby. God himself will have to come down and tell me different. That is not that boy baby. He know that, but he just wanted.
They're haters. They're haters.
We lost her.
Oh God, what happened here?
We can't hear you. You're cutting out there, 𝗪𝗧𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗪. You are cutting out. Anybody else backstage? I see some live.
They need cocktails for her.
Before it was no longer there, and I haven't seen it since.
All right, cool. You are cutting out, but we do thank you again for your comments there. Tea time. You know, it's another crazy night. You know, I think people are getting a better understanding though of Ronnie or Nemo. You know, when you say Nemo, you're talking about Finding Nemo, right?
Yeah. He just gives it when his eyes popped out when he was in the bathroom. And the only thing that was missing is from him when he was saying, you know, like saved you, you know, acting like he was on Maury. I told you the only thing was missing was him running. And somebody holding the picture saying, look at him, it just gave Crash out. It just, so I don't know. For some reason, I just thought he looked like Nemo. I don't know why. Bluerock. I don't know.
I'm not lying. I see it.
You see it?
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what it is. Like, I haven't even took a drink yet for the night, but I see it. I want to let Raquel up here. I've seen you before, and I don't know if you dropped off, but I want to make sure we catch you here before we lose you. What's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's up?
Okay. So I just think the whole thing, everybody's just jealous.
Yep.
And when jealousy hits the room, it's like it's hard to control your jealous behaviors. And it seemed like when Chrisean was in jail, everybody was kind of like doing their own thing, not really saying too much because they thought she was probably going to be gone for a long time. And now that she's back, they just can't stand that she's prospering, doing what she's supposed to do, and, you know, not paying them no attention. And, you know, everybody's just trying to make a quick come up. But you can't make a quick come up when that's not where you're supposed to be in life. God has ordained everybody for their own purpose. So your purpose can't be somebody else's purpose. And so they'll never be successful in trying to come up off of her because it's not their destiny. And it's actually really sick, especially involving a innocent child just for your come up. And I think God will take care of all of these people one by one, however he sees fit for them. And
oh, here we go with this.
What's wrong with everybody's phone tonight?
Is it just me? Like, why is everybody cutting out today, y'all?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
we can hear you now.
Okay. But I think that, you know, everybody, though, you know, you reap what you sow. So no matter what ill intents they have, God will prevail for everybody. And then there's just a lot of youngins on the internet giving their opinions, not even really reading the room or looking at the facts being shown, because they're also jealous and envious, and they want to,
put it this way, Raquel, I can understand why they say opinions are like a-holes now.
Right.
Before I used to be like, why? I didn't get it, but I get it now.
Yeah, people are crazy, but they'll do anything, but really, is it really worth it? Because at the end of the day, God sees, hears all. So all of that you're trying to do for a quick come up, is it really worth it? To harass people, knowing the real truth, like they all know the truth.
Yep, but it's fun. They're like kids, but they're adults.
And and I think
adults.
a lot of people keep hammering the idea, and I think it might be right, or at least somewhere towards the truth, right? Is a lot of these people speaking out, a lot of her friends, had they still been kept up, would they be speaking out, right? Had they still been kept up, would they still be trying to harbor secrets or whatever they believe might be things to spill later, sometimes it may have been best that, she cut ties when she did, right? Because, seeing what's happening now, this might have not been the best people to keep around you.
And honestly, God
get rid of Smiley soon.
He does everything in his own timing, and I think he did everything the way he did, and it's actually a blessing. And she's around a community of people that can help.
Smiley about to cross us soon too.
We heard she's around a community of people that can help, and then you were gone again, Raquel. I don't know what's going on tonight.
Well, take her down. Take her down.
I don't know. I was trying to get.
Just gotta take it down.
I was trying to get you to bring up Audrey. Audrey, go back, because Audrey is an attorney, and I wanted Audrey to come up as well.
Where's Audrey at? I've been dropping the link. I just dropped it again, Audrey.
She said she was waiting, and she did. Audrey, can you go back up?
Let her know to put her name in as Audrey as well, because I don't see.
Yeah.
I didn't see any Audrey.
Audrey, I sent you a message in your chat.
I remember, sis.
I mean, in the DM too. Audrey, click the link again and go back up, please.
I mean, we've been having problems all night, it seems like, Audrey, so I apologize. Try to come up there again.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's phone is dropping, except for my name twin, which was great, because we were able to catch all of hers.
Yeah, no, and that was good. The connection was good for that one too. Audrey, I'll go ahead and I'll drop the link again there for you. The other thing I kind of wanted to show you guys here, and I think it was another big topic of the night, so I'll start playing it while we wait for Audrey here quickly, and if Audrey pops up, we'll get Audrey on here quickly as possible. So another thing that we wanted to kind of take note from Ronnie's live, right, was his him basically, y'all remember at a certain point he was saying, I don't need the money, I haven't been paid for anything, making it seem like he's well kept already, right? Like he has his own little thing going on, he has his own money stream, so here's a little bit of him talking about that. And then I guess, I don't know if he took us to work today, was this the bring your people to work today, but here it is, y'all.
Y'all ain't never gonna ever get it like a good in real life, bro. Like, I don't gotta do no entertainment shit to make no.
All right, enough for him. For me.
Did it because they probably listening right now.
It don't even make no sense.
Mad when I said I was going.
I ain't got time to be editing that crap he's saying. Cussing
and
don't
I just
make
love
no
to
sense.
troll people. I just need to stop. I can't help it.
At least if you're gonna cuss, make some sense. He cussing and talking in riddles and rhymes, and by the time he finishes cussing and finishing a sentence, you're confused. I ain't got time to be editing that stuff. I'm sorry, I ain't got time for that.
I can't help it.
Look, Patrice, hold it down for 1 second, okay? I'll be back in a moment.
Okay.
Not me.
Listen, y'all, I was about to say, dear such and such. Now he know. Oh, dear Judge Mosley. Dear Judge Mosley, Nemo was selling candies, allegedly, to the young lady. Now he knows he is on probation, Judge Mosley. You told him not to do it. But Judge Mosley, Nemo was selling them candies again, girl. So I just thought you should know, but I ain't the one to gossip, so you ain't heard it from me. Just take a look at this video, girl. That's all I got to say.
No, but I can't. Like, for somebody who should automatically know better,
Right.
For somebody who should automatically know better, for somebody who's pleading to be, the leader of the pack, I guess. Is this really the way you're gonna come?
Just a big dummy. Just a big dummy. You gonna get an attorney. You want to be the father. You want to save Junior. But hold on, y'all. Let me sell some candies allegedly on live. But I want to say I'm doing it for my community. You big dummy.
Yeah.
What the heck was that?
Yeah, he
wants
slow.
to remind us. He wants to remind us that God's plan is to have a bigger message, a bigger purpose. He's out here to make sure he protects our children.
Yeah. Okay.
He's out here to make sure he protects our children.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, it looks like you out there creating Night of the Living Dead.
Listen. He forgot just that quick, but you're doing it for the community. I'm bringing awareness to the people. I just won't let the people know the real.
I'm trying to tell you,
Nemo
Curly Cookie.
headed.
That's why I said I'm not going to be putting him up.
Odd, what's going on? What are we looking?
Then I got to edit it. He ain't making no work for me.
Well, good afternoon, you all, and thank you for having me on Bluerock and Tea Time with Latrice.
He ain't making no work for me.
Hey, so I have several things on my mind right now. One, people claiming that those DNA results were not real.
Well, let them know who you are, sis. So let them know who you are.
Yeah, so I'm an attorney by trade. That's what I do.
That's what's up.
There is no way that I would release to my client, and especially if it's a third party. So say most likely those results were released to Zeus Network and not to Chrisean or Blueface or Jonathan, whatever we're calling him these days. They were not released directly to them, but most likely Chrisean and Jonathan had to sign off on a waiver to release that information to Zeus Network as a third party. By HIPAA regulations, they had to sign those waivers. So therefore, I would retain those DNA results in my file so that if anything like this would consist, and we would have to go to the court of law, I would have the original results that were issued by the DNA agency. Okay, that's first and foremost. Okay, so for them to say, "Oh, it's in black and white," or the envelope was open, granted, that probably could be the case. That doesn't discredit the results of the DNA. Okay, so that's first and foremost. I have practiced family law and divorces for many, many years, okay? Everyone has to go through this process in order to establish paternity, okay? So I doubt that a Zeus Network is going to get on their platform and allow it to be aired if that was not the case, right?
Right.
And if everyone would use their...
Oh, God, what is going on with this? Come on.
Okay, so to say that's just the point to put the rest with the DNA results. Okay. Secondly, I want to talk about the family dynamics. So we see Ronnie's family speaking out. We see Karlissa speaking out and her family speaking out. I have never in my life seen a bunch of elders speaking out on a situation.
What is wrong with the platform tonight?
Sorry, Odd, give us a moment. Just give me one quick moment. We can't hear you at this moment.
What's going on?
Just bear with me for 1 second, okay?
You think
I think there has to be something going on with second, Odd, and we'll have you continue. Just give me one moment.
I think so. Big Red. I think so. Yep, I honestly do think so.
So you guys, just give me about 30 seconds and we'll have this going again. I'm just trying to fix the issue in case it's on our end. Give me one quick moment. All right, Odd, sorry about that, but you can go ahead.
Okay, no, I'm just gonna pull it back in because I know people get up here and get long-winded. But basically, my takeaway points is that whether private or public hospital where she delivered the baby, doctors are still required under the same code of ethics, same as myself. I have a code of ethics to follow. I'm assuming so does Zeus Network. Have their attorneys have the same code of ethics. And there had to be agreements in place between all parties, okay? Nobody is going to violate that to push a false narrative, okay?
Not at all.
So I just want to put that out.
I don't get that.
I think it's StreamYard.
Here.
All right, I'm gonna move this along because this.
I think it's StreamYard
now.
The code of ethics and stuff that each party would have to follow. But you were also saying just because they're on a reality show, what?
Yeah, just because they're on a reality show doesn't negate the fact that they have a code of ethics to follow. So that is just what I want to put out there. All parties involved, the doctors that have been displayed on this on the social media that I've been seeing lately, even nurses themselves have a code of ethics to follow. So I do not think that anyone's going to put their license at risk for a reality television show that they appeared on one time. So that's all.
And that makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is what we're trying to say, right? For some of those narratives to really, I guess, be going, right? It would take a lot of people to be breaking a lot of rules to really, come up with this ultimate scheme, so
right.
So again,
and I can tell you right now, I went through a lot of years of school, and I love Chrisean dearly and Chrisean Jesus, and I support them to the fullest. But
your
there's
career.
no way that I'd be willing to lose my law license.
I know that's
to support a false narrative on a TV network.
No, ma'am.
So
exactly. Right, and that makes a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not for no
it's just
Chrisean,
absolutely
nobody.
no way. Thanks again for sharing that perspective with us.
Ain't that special?
It's definitely valuable at times to have professionals come up here and share, their thought process and share, some of their policies and procedures and things that they have to do on their side, and give us that insight because we can, when it comes to certain situations like that, we can only speculate. We can read how a process may be, but it's definitely most beneficial to hear it from someone firsthand that deals with it themselves, right?
Absolutely.
So thanks again, Odd, for coming up.
Thank you, Odd.
Yeah, and I did see that name earlier. I think my brain was looking for Audrey, but I think I did see Odd earlier at some point. It looks like we're just having technical issues here all night. I guess the devil is working hard.
Right.
Right. Who knows, but Latrice, anything else that you wanted to add? It was pretty much just covering there.
Yeah, I think I just covered it and Sabrina covered it. Just wanted to throw out some facts, because we've been seeing, just speculations. But I think that it was so imperative to have some professionals come and give facts, some factual information. And I mean, we still have the slow-mos out there that will still
keep it going.
disregard the professionals and still, go on their opinion, their baseless and unfounded opinions and and think that and call it, facts because, it's what they want it to be. But we know what it is. And we just need to stand on the fact Chrisean posted in her Snapchat today. She's looking unbothered. She's beautiful. Her hair was flowing and blowing
really
in the breeze.
good. She looked real good
because she already knows. So she's saying, why am I going to go back and forth when I already know the truth?
Yep. She looked good.
Right. She's doing her own thing, right?
I got to
Completely
show
her own
that
thing. And again, I do thank those two guests, as well as the others, but I definitely thank the professionals who stood up here today to provide us, some insight because, because like I said, we plan a show, we plan it for it to go a certain way, and somehow I guess we're just blessed with some more information and some more sense, right? That's one thing I love about a lot of the viewers, a lot of the viewerships that we have here, is that they're critical thinkers. They don't just sit there and follow the micro bits. I think a lot of them could be emotional at times. It can be very passionate at times, but for the most part, extremely critical thinkers. And that's what allows us, I think, to have such a great show. 530 of y'all in here right now. Thanks again for your support. Go ahead and hit that like button. There's one more thing here I want to bring to the screen, because what's next for Ronnie? You know what I mean, Treese? It looks like he might still be planning that Tasha K interview. From a screenshot that he shared with us today, it looks like he's still planning that, but he also said that he's going to the courthouse on Monday.
Me neither.
Well, go ahead, because I'm gonna write the judge on tonight. So they'll meet him there. They'll meet him there on Monday.
That's great.
Tell him to go ahead. Tell him to go right
ahead. Tasha K better sit down before she gets another lawsuit.
Don't be saying that, because next thing you know, they're gonna be saying that we made him not go to the courthouse and all this kind of.
Well, you not Bluerock. Tree said she's gonna write the judge, so tell him to go ahead.
Listen, go to the courthouse, boy. Do whatever you gotta do. Sell how many more bags you might have to sell. Who knows? Allegedly, to get there and to file what you gotta file. But for real though, you're thinking private, bro. Like, there's no need to come out here huffing and puffing and doing all this extra stuff, getting all sweaty up into the scene and stuff. There's no need for all that. I think we saw a lot of crashing out already. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's trying to do Blueface part 2s or part 3s or whatever the case is.
If y'all don't know that hating, especially in the Black community, exists, it through what Chrisean Rock's going through. We're the only kind that don't stick together. And every time I try to redirect my commentary so I can have like a multitude of cultures following me, like Asians, whites, blacks, a mixed, diverse following. I always get involved in content that has nothing to do but with my own kind. I love y'all to death, but some of y'all are crabs in the barrel. Not all of y'all, but the 1%ers. Y'all are straight haters.
But come on, bro. It's not looking good. It's not looking good like this.
And then he's gonna go sit with Tasha K. And I don't even know why she would want to do. By the time she gets to do the interview, he's already done said everything on social media.
Exactly. Ain't no secret.
And according to the screenshot, when is he supposed to do it? Next Monday?
Was it this one here? Well, I do know he said it was the 1st or 2nd week of November, so I don't know.
He'll be on another level. He won't do it. I bet you that. I bet he will not do it. He will have crashed out so bad by then.
He probably already did the interview. It's probably
not going to last.
Be pre-recorded.
He's not going to last.
I don't know. I don't think it's going to be live.
Yeah, I do wonder. I really do wonder. Jacory, I just saw your note there. What's going on? How's everything going? What do you think? What do you think about the rest of the stuff that you heard?
I love every bit of it. I'm glad you kept me out for a minute.
Get your mouth off.
I love hearing the professionals, because let me tell you something. You got to be specific, especially like you were saying, when people coming up with this notation and that notation of how they feel off of emotions. No, you got to be specific with facts, especially when it comes down to biometric genetics. Them chromosomes ain't going nowhere. That's one thing they ain't gonna play with. That stuff ain't going nowhere.
Exactly. And
so one thing I want to say is, when I was talking about the notation,
they mad about that too.
Y'all know you wanted them to say I'm a critical thinker and be passionate, but bless me, Lord bless me.
They mad about that too. They wanted to always categorize Chrisean Rock as the dumb one, but you're starting to see who the dumb ones are. You're also starting to see how dumb they are because they're showing their hand. We can't say, oh, you're just assuming Blueface is trying to run Chrisean Rock raggedy. Chrisean got ish with her too. No, Blueface is a bitter dude, because how are you locked up and you're trying to do things to sabotage Chrisean Rock from a distance, and y'all ain't even in the flesh? You's a hater too. I would watch Blueface too. If that dude can't get out and change as a man and admit to his wrong, you can never trust him. You're gonna have to move on without him.
But anyway, I went back and watched Adam 22 with Blueface, Adam 22 in Whack 100. Nobody else on there. Blue was talking about then when Chrisean had to go do the surgery, right? So he was saying Chrisean got to go do the surgery.
I'm not too sure, Big Red.
Well,
I've been on here for 2 hours.
How did
I
Jaden
probably
feel
won't do
about that?
one
Once
to
you go
maybe
back and watch it,
noontime.
y'all know I keep
If
up with
that.
everything.
12 or 1.
I always have.
I don't know. It might be even earlier.
Adam said, well, how Jaden feel about it? Well, you know she was upset.
Probably
Then Wax
12.
kept telling him, which Wax always told him. Well, Jaden got to accept that your baby Blue. She got to accept that you got to go down here to this baby surgery. And that's what he was saying. He was going to Baltimore and he had to go down the flight. Go back and watch that. Everybody be on there, all them hate pages. Oh, Blue, I'll wait to Nia Jr. You must ain't watch Blue. You must ain't watched everything that went on with Chrisean and Blue.
Okay,
because I did. My eye was on all of it. When he was on Adam 22, Wack kept telling him, Jaden got to be able to accept this baby. And you know, first of all, that baby helped him because help concerns him when his surgery come first. It was like, I know that.
Nah, I
when
don't
Blue serious. When he's mad, he say all type of stupid stuff to
enjoy my
Chrisean
job.
her, out of bitterness and all that.
I wouldn't do nothing that's
when
I don't enjoy.
He was on there. Adam was 22 was answering him. And they were asking him about the DNA test. And Blue did say Junior was his. And Blue was talking about her going down there for the surgery.
I feel bad for people that have to work a 9 to 5, and this is respectfully when I say this. I feel bad for people that have to get up and work a 9 to 5 that they don't want to go to, and they have to go because they have to humble themselves because they got bills to pay at the end of the day. They don't want to be have a letter at their door that they're getting evicted because they chose not to go to work because they hate their boss or they hate their job, or and they don't want to go. And they're trying to live in their truth. But the truth is, if you don't go to work, you can't pay your rent and you can't put food in your refrigerator. But they go, but they're miserable. That's not my reality. When I log on to my channel, it's on my terms. It's on my time. It's on my watch. It's on what I want to talk about. And if I don't go to work, it's on my terms. But at the same time, only one I'm really hurting is myself because we get paid once a month, every 21st of the month. And if I don't get up here and go to work, even though I love what I do, so I'm gonna get up and go to work, I don't get paid. That's the difference as well.
And how she missed the appointment. Go back and watch that. I'll be on it.
I love what I do.
And that's the thing about it is I still be trying to wrap my head around.
I be forgetting what day it is.
Ronnie if Chrisean didn't tell him to come up and claim that baby?
I be forgetting what day it is. I be embarrassed sometimes. But then I said, why are you embarrassed? Some people, they don't forget what day it is because they're waiting for Friday to come so they can at least get the weekend off. Every day's a weekend for me. That's why I forget what day it be sometime. I be like, happy Friday on a Wednesday. And I was doing something the 21st, the 22nd, and 23rd. I can remember those 3 days. And I kept feeling like it was a weekend in my head. I had to keep telling myself, it's Monday. It's only Monday. It's only Tuesday. But that's a good feeling when you can always have to who reminds themselves that it's the middle of the week, but you feel like it's a weekend. That's a good feeling. That's a good feeling. That's because I'm on my own time, making my own money on my own time.
I just want to know. He acting like Chrisean don't came out and told him, you know this might be your baby. Chrisean ain't never told that man, that crazy boy. She ain't never told him that. Never.
I love it.
Pages when it dug Ronnie up. Ronnie didn't come out at the first beginning because
Free Papa.
Ronnie didn't even know.
Like, you know what they say. You keep poking the bear.
I love it.
Listen, thanks again, Jacory, for your thoughts and stuff. I definitely appreciate it. But you guys, you know what they say, right?
What ChriseanRock or Blueface do or anybody in the circus don't make me poo. What she does don't make me go do a number 2. It don't. I can't. When I log off, I can't let that affect my real life. And when you do, that's when you got a problem. That's when you shouldn't be doing this as a job. You should get another job. Maybe you should keep your day job if you're letting this affect your real life. I don't let this affect my real life. People will tell you this times I don't even go live at 7 or 8 o'clock when I schedule a live because my sleep is more important than that live. My wellness is more important than that 7 to 8 o'clock live. If I'm tired, I ain't going live. Period.
Just as bloggers alone, you know, Treese, you know this. We keep getting poked. You know, the circus members, they get poked nonstop too, and you know, and all this new extra stuff that Ronnie is doing. Y'all can see there's crash out centrals all over the place. You know.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely.
I feel bad for people that are here. That
I had Bluerock laughing because I mean they come after me all the time, and I have fun with them. Like this morning, I started off praying, but I had to repent because y'all, it's so funny because I was like, "Dear Lord, please help this idiot." And then I had to repent because I can't be asking the Lord to help and then calling the person an idiot at the same time. So y'all pray for me while I pray for the people, okay? They be coming after me, and Lord, I say, Lord, help the idiot.
Exactly.
Listen, that's all we can pretty much do, right? Is continue to pray for some of them. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm telling.
Yeah, feel bad for yourself. Because I was just talking about that at the beginning of the video. Play the replay. I was just talking about when I got on here 2 hours ago. I said, because I had just woke up out of a deep sleep. I probably slept 10 hours. I was saying to myself, somebody had said, you are part of the problem. But I said to myself, but you took the time out to watch the video and to leave a comment. So if you want to, if I'm part of the problem, be part of the solution and don't watch it. You're part of, not only did you say I'm part of the problem, the person that said that 2 hours ago when I woke up and I read it, but you're definitely part of the problem. You're also part of the hate train, and why Ronnie is able to have the power to get up here and say he's the father of Chrisean Rock's child when the blood test was done by a reputable DNA place. People that want to just hate her for no reason, it just gave you guys an outlet to just be seen and heard. And like I said, to be your own kind that do it. Y'all be waiting for some negativity to happen so you can drag somebody's name. That's why I don't get up here and be sharing no personal stuff. Right, exactly. Why are you here? That's why I don't get up here. I say bits and pieces of or use examples of stuff going on in my personal life or what I may experience. I don't sit up here and tell y'all my whole life story. Y'all be trying to use that against me and then add stuff to it. I ain't got time to be doing that with y'all. I already see what happens to the people who are getting a real bag. And when I say real bag, that's because I'm not no hater, because I get a bag that I can live with and live off of. So I don't need to be getting what Chrisean Rock gets. I'm happy with what I'm getting. But see, I can say a real bag. Some people can't even say that because it'll eat them up, knowing that they're actually giving somebody credit or compliment that they're getting a bag. And I'm not getting a bag yet like Chrisean Rock is. But you know what? The bag I get, I'm okay with. And I'm not going to hate or drag that girl because she gets more money than me. If anything, it's going to make me strive to do better at my age so I can have just as much. And to also be proud of that girl being young, getting a bag and ain't asking nobody for it or compromising her dignity or her self-worth to no man or anybody to get the bag. She's getting her own bag. She's taking care of her own son that everybody wants to talk about and stuff. She comes from a messed up circumstance. Mother all messed up in the game, and the father, both active off and on, in and out of jail, never was a father or a mother to them. Okay. And that girl, despite all of what she came from, did something with her life in a matter of a couple of years. And guess what? You know why God blessed her with all the stuff she got and also the stuff that was stolen from her and taken away? but she still keeps getting blessed? Because she's a child of God, number one. And God does take care of baby and fools. But you know why she's so blessed and highly favored? Because she was with a demon, Blueface, who was maliciously, on purpose, trying to hurt somebody that was doing nothing but trying to love her. She was trying to figure out love in the first place because she don't know what love feels like, because she ain't never been really truly loved. Somebody on drugs can't really love you completely because they're under the influence of drugs and alcohol. And her mother and father were both under the influence. So she really didn't know what love is, because if she did, she would know that hurt people. And love doesn't feel like that. Okay? And that's why she's so blessed and highly favored. Because if you didn't know her heart, God did. She was doing the work of God. And God said, because you was obedient, even through your flaws, I'm going to show you that whatever you prayed for, I may not have gave it to you when you wanted it, but I gave it to you when I thought it was your time. And it's Chrisean Rock's time. Exactly. Stay straight news, SL. Haters gonna hate, no question. And y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all think what I'm saying is I'm taking y'all to church. Maybe some of y'all need to go to church if that's what you think. Nah, this is how I talk in real life. Trust me. Because I have people close to me trust and believe right now, and I keep it real. Do I get into the specifics? No, because you're not gonna get on your platform and make no content about some accusations about me. I talk, okay, like they say, like Blueface. I talk in codes. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here. I might use myself as an example of something I may have been through, similar to Chrisean Rock. I don't tell you all my business. And that's what I was trying to say about Chrisean Rock need to stop doing. Now she's starting to see it. She trust and believe. She couldn't probably at one point in time couldn't stand me, not knowing I'm one of her biggest supporters. She couldn't probably stand me because she didn't understand me. But now that she's changed her life, it's making sense, everything that I used to say. She didn't understand at the time that, I'm not trying to say that her supporters that were always riding with her doing right or wrong ain't her supporters, but they have to be supporters who support when she's doing wrong and when she's doing right, but they also got to tell her when she's doing wrong. You can't tell people what they want to hear. You got to tell them what they need to hear. Because if you just keep telling them what they want to hear, they're going to crash, even when they're doing wrong. They're not going to know that they're crashing. Sometimes people are walking the wrong road and don't even know it. You got to pull them aside and pull their collar and let them know. If you don't let them know, you ain't being true to yourself or that person. You said, I don't think they hate. I think they're just slow. Yeah, but I don't have time for I'm proud of Chrisean. I'm y'all might think I'm shocked. You're gonna be shocked to hear me say this, but through everything she's been through, I'm just shocked that she even came up like that. I think she's stronger than me. When I try to put myself in her shoes, and so young, like I didn't go through none of that stuff at no 24 years old, man. I was still at the mall. You know what I'm saying? And just doing things that 20-year-olds do, like normal 24-year-olds. I mean, I still have my, my dark moments and sad times and heartaches and downfalls, but she lived a life that, I don't know. Chrisean Rock, to me, she been through so much. It's like she's an old soul, and that's a compliment. She's been through so much. You feel like she's kind of sort of your age, but she's not. But at the same time, it's also sad because you resonate with her as an old soul because of what she's been through in her life that she didn't ask to be put there. Her parents were the ones being selfish, and it's just so sad, man. I had somebody on the phone with me yesterday. I'm not going to mention that person's name. You don't know them anyways. And they're like talking about family members that they reunited with and trying to talk like they on some big time. You know what I'm saying? And and like I said, I respect everybody, even people in my life that I know ain't got their life right. But don't be trying to talk to me like I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk about how you reunited. I can't like this one person. You talking about somebody you reunited with. Now you found out about a 6th child that from 6 different baby mamas, and you ain't took care near one of them. Talking about and the 6th child got 6 grandkids that she made. And you talking about how you can't wait to do this and that so you can take your grandkids out and this and that. You need to get your life right before you take anybody else out. Take yourself out. Treat yourself. Stop cheating yourself. You trying to always cheat everybody else, but the person you really cheating is yourself. Talking about I just reunited with my 6th child. You shouldn't even want to reunite with nobody until you reunite with yourself. Yeah, you reunited with that 6th child, not knowing that 6th child was better off not knowing you, because you didn't even take care of the 5 you had before you just met this year, the 6th one. A deadbeat. Laying up having babies from all these different women, ain't took care of none of them. The mother took care of the child, or maybe the baby's mother's mother was taking care of that child. Neither one of them was probably taking care of them. Both laid up having what they call a love child. Neither one of them take care of the child. SL got bars this morning. I'm trying to tell you. Don't get me to start it. I really didn't know how much. None of it's CashApp. We all need all. Exactly. And I got educated too. Shout out to Bluerock Tea TV. And Tea with Latrice. Shout out to her too, because I think that was her girl that came on and did that breakdown. I'm so glad that I'm very patient. As I've gotten older, I've grown more patient because I mean, I did skip through the video because I'm not listening to Ronnie cussing and carrying on. Then I gotta edit no video. I ain't doing that. But yeah, I did listen to that. However, I'm not listening to some cussing and carrying on. He ain't even saying nothing but a bunch of jibber jabber. And then I got to go back and edit it out. And I've been on here for 2 hours, over 2 hours. Not me. Ronnie ain't playing on my time or my top. Hello. Not over here. Not on my time. But yeah, man, I'm trying to tell you, man, you know, it's just so sad. And you guys got to understand the ones that are the true haters of Chrisean Rock or even me and don't even know me in real life. I might not know your heart, but God knows your heart. You're a child of God. And to know you got jealousy on your heart and your mind and hate in your soul and your heart and your mind. God knows everything you're thinking. He knows what you're going to do before you do it. You ain't letting me down. You're letting your God down. Whatever God you believe in, you're letting that God down. You're not letting me down. I expect that from you demons. You 1%ers that are demons. The ones that don't like to hit the like or dislike button. I might not know what you look like, but I know that you was in here. Sit in the bushes, and I don't mind people sitting in the bushes don't like to interact in the chat. I do the same thing. I'm a listener. I want to listen to the information. But I don't respect someone that sits into my chat and they're looking dead into my screen and they're sucking up my information. And they hear me asking them to hit the like or the dislike. That's welcome as well. And they're so demonic. And they low-key, they know they should be ashamed of themselves, but you don't know that they're doing it. We don't know how they're really feeling inside if we did know who they were and they were standing in front of us and they hating so hard that they won't even hit the like button. See, I'm different. I'm going to hit the like button. Because it's a sign of weakness when you're a hater for no reason, especially if you don't know the person personally and you're like, I can't stand her. I can't stand him. I hate him. I hate her. You're showing a sign of weakness by even giving somebody that much energy that if you hate me so much, hit the dislike button. But when you don't hit neither one of them buttons and you hear me, but you acting like you deaf. But if I just said breaking news, Chrisean Rock is fighting in the street with a bat and now you got my uninvited attention, and you even entered the chat, and I never even seen you before. But because it's drama that I'm spilling the tea on, now you want to interact. I really am not paying you no attention, because I already know that you ain't about nothing. You don't wish well on me, let alone Chrisean Rock. You know, this internet gives cowards an outlet. Y'all be cowards up here. Y'all tell your kids to go to school. Y'all hear me say this all the time. And then you get up here and bully and think you're going to harass people on social media. But if you seen people like me in real life, don't judge me by my picture. Okay, if you see me in real life, you wouldn't give me that much energy. And you probably judge me and don't take me serious, figuring, oh, that light-skinned child, I'll bust up in the head to the white meat. You wouldn't even get up on me to bust me in the head to the white meat. And don't judge a book by its cover, because you mess around and be KO'd somewhere. Be in a hospital with tubes up in you, talking about you might not make it, trying to get up in my face. And I'm not the baddest, toughest, roughest person in the world, but you ain't going to just get up on me and try to hurt me. That's why I be second thoughting about doing meet and greets. And so we can meet and greet like we doing right here on this live. Because I mess around, get rocked to sleep. You think just because I'm not on this platform cussing and carrying on and being ratchet that you can be disrespectful from a distance? No, you can't. You better keep that mess and energy up on here. Don't you ever see me in person to get cute and stuff and embarrass yourself. I'm trying to tell you, embarrass yourself to yourself on here, but don't do it in real life, because you'll catch a bad one. You'll catch a fade you won't want to catch. I'm trying to tell you, you'll catch a fade you don't want to catch coming this way. Shoot, I might take all my frustration out on you from some of these people online that I really do wish I could see in real life. Well, listen, I'm about to get off. Hit the like button if you would like to. It's your prerogative. I probably will be back on here about noontime, 1 o'clock. Who knows? Maybe before noontime, but I'll definitely be back on here. I'm going to try to get up 2 more lives today and kick it with y'all. So y'all have a blessed weekend. Be safe. Happy Saturday. And I will talk to you guys later. Mwah. Bye for now. Have a nice day, Free Poppy. Papa.